Good morning from Pasadena, California. It is Tuesday morning. We arrived here on Saturday. We've been staying at a Ramada Inn on historic Route 66 apparently, but we have just been kind of moseying around. Saturday we flew in, and then I actually can't remember what we did in the afternoon. It's really weird. But then we went out for a really nice dinner just down the street. It was Armenian. The food was really good. The service was great. And then Sunday we got up and went over to see the Hollywood sign, which being from the UK was a big deal for me because that's like one of the things you always saw on TV as a kid. So that was really cool to see. And then we drove past the Hollywood Walk of Fame. We didn't stop because I wasn't really interested. We drove past it so I can say I've seen it. And then we actually drove out to, on Tim's suggestion, we drove out to the Santa Monica Pier, which was really cool. That's another thing you often see on TV in the UK. But we walked around the pier, did a little walk on the beach, and then drove back to the hotel, hung around for a few hours, and then went back out to the Rose Bowl for a festival called Cruel World, which was an 80s festival. The highlight for both of us was seeing Blondie. And then yesterday we went to Universal Studios Hollywood. One of Tim's oldest friends lives here, and I'd never met her. She's always been a big fan of my photography page. She's always commenting, which is great for the engagement, but she's always got nice things to say, and so I was really excited to meet her. Thankfully, she lived up to the hype. She is a wonderful person. I hope she's watching this. She is just, her energy was great. The whole day, we were at the park for I think 7 hours, and it felt like, both felt like so much more and so much less, if that makes sense. But so much more, not in a bad way, just it felt like we'd been there forever, just like talking and getting to know each other. Came back last night, and this morning we are checking out of our Ramada, which Tim is very glad of because he was not a fan of the hotel that I found for us in Pasadena.
It is dingy, dirty, everything's broken, nothing works. The handle on the shower doesn't work properly. Our deadbolt on the door is busted off the hinge, so you can't even like put that little latch over the door to keep people out. There's no blind here. There's broken furniture and wires sticking out of the wall over here. You can see it. There's dents in the wall. It's old and dingy and not worth what we spent in points for it. But it worked for 3 days. So.
Now we are getting checked out and then driving 2.5 hours to go to Salton Sea. And then after that, we're checking into an Airbnb, which is just outside Joshua Tree, but I will show you when we get there because it's gonna be beautiful. But for now, we just have to check out and do a big drive. So let's go.
Well, we are back in the car and getting ready to head over to Salton Sea still. We took a quick 2-minute detour to head to a place that we saw the billboards for on the side of the road called TKB Bakery. It stands for the Kids Bakery?
The Kids' Bakery.
The Kids' Bakery. And it was started by 3 siblings, and it was actually voted the best, or was the best reviewed restaurant in all of America in 2018. So we were like, oh, we gotta check that out. It was like 2 minutes off the freeway. And so we did, and unfortunately for us, we've already had breakfast, and it's not quite lunchtime for us yet. So we didn't have the sandwiches that they're famous for, but we did stop, and I got a blended caramel cold brew. Jamie got a horchata cold brew. And I got a peanut butter cheesecake bar. And Jamie got a mini carrot bundt cake.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Carrot cake, mini bundt
Carrot cake, mini bundt cake. They were good. And now we're heading back. It's 95 degrees. It's 12:30 in the afternoon, and we are, with the AC blasting, we are heading out to Salton Sea. There are a lot of art installations out here that are sort of all about the way Salton Sea is dying and stuff like that, but the creepiest one has got to be this one here. The swing set out in the middle of the water. That's just bizarre and creepy in its own way. Also, it's super hot today. It is 97 degrees and very stinky. down here by the water. You can definitely smell the dead fish and the decaying algae right by the water here. So I don't think we're going to be here that long. So we're heading from Salton Sea, we're heading to the mud pots on the southeast lakeshore. And we're following Google Maps. I don't know how many mud pots there are. I'm not sure exactly where they are. But we're following Google Maps and it took us off. And we're now on this dirt road that's supposed to be another 4 miles. So if someone finds this footage and never hears from us again, you'll know where we were trying to get to. Well, we drove about 4 miles down the dirt road, or almost 4 miles down this dirt road, only to find out that the bridge is washed out and the road is closed and is impassable. So we can't go any further. So we're just going to turn around and head back and head over to 29 Palms, do our grocery shopping, and then head to the Airbnb to check in.
Our Airbnb was called Bell Cabin, named for the bell in the porch, and I'll link it in the description below. It's about 6 miles outside the town of Joshua Tree and close to the west and north entrance for Joshua Tree National Park. When you enter the cabin, you're greeted by the sitting room, a sofa and 2 chairs facing it. The sofa also turns into a bed for 2 extra people. The kitchen is in the back and has a full-size fridge freezer, oven, stove, and microwave. There's also a high dining table that seats 4. To the right is the bedroom, which has a queen-size bed with outlets on either side. The bathroom is a shower only, but has shampoo, conditioner, and body wash pumps. Heading outside, there's a covered area with another dining table and a propane grill to cook on. Around the corner is the outdoor shower, which you can use before you jump in the 4-person hot tub. A propane fire pit and seating is great for s'mores before you head over to the stargazing pad with the hammock. Being this far out in the desert, you get great star shows.
Stay tuned for our next video where we explore Joshua Tree National Park.